in this video, we are going to talk about a very, very, very important topic of equine dentistry, that is equine aging through dentition. Uh, as a clinician, especially as an equine specialist, a person should be well aware of this thing, that how aging is done through dentition. And many people lack this skill because they are just unable to simply remember or interpret how differences that appear with the age, how they are interpreted, how which you can say signs or changes are reliable, which signs are not reliable. So in this video we are going to talk about equine aging through dentition in such a way that we will talk about the reliable ones, and we will talk about the not non-reliable ones too, and we will see that how the our approach should be as a clinician, like step by step, which factors should be focused first and which factors should not be focused first to determine the age of a horse. And that is also going to be our goal of this video, that we should make you people able to after this video you should be able to at least answer these questions correctly about equine aging. So I hope you all are excited for this one. At least I am. So let's begin with this thing. So, in this slide, what you see over here is the step-by-step procedure, how we should estimate the age of equine. So the first thing and the most reliable thing is the birth date. If you know the birth date of a horse, you can simply tell by date how old the horse is. Next, deciduous or permanent incisors. Here you should remember that I am talking just about the incisors only. So how we will approach this thing, that if you see the teeth are deciduous, how can you tell that these teeth are deciduous? So they will be small, they will be short, they will be having wide necks and shallow roots. um but how you can differentiate them from the permanent ones? Permanent one will be long, they will be tall, they will be having deep roots. But the most important factor is the line I have written in green, that the deciduous are whiter than the permanent teeth. So first you will see whether the teeth are incisors are deciduous or the incisors are are permanent. If there is no permanent teeth, then the horse is having less than 2.5 years of age. So how you can see, because say that 2 point, like from where this 2.5 has like just came out in on this slide or this claim, because in the next slide we will see the proper chart of the eruption dates of like incisor teeth in horse. But before that you should just simply remember that the first permanent incisor erupts at 2.5 year. So if there is not a single permanent incisor, it means it less than 2.5 years old. And you should, this is not necessary over here, but I have added for the sake of information, that we have seen in this line that the first permanent incisor erupts at 2.5 years. But normally when students go through the equine dentition and they remember the dates and years in which incisors erupt, they think that the first permanent teeth to be erupted is also this first incisor, and that is 2.5-year-old. No, the first permanent teeth that erupts is the molar one, and it erupts at 9 to 12 months. So this is not the first permanent, but rather first incisor to be erupted at 2.5-year-old. But if the question comes about first permanent teeth, not first permanent incisor, the answer should be molar at 9 to 12 months of the age. So but that's a separate thing I have just mentioned over here. So students should know this thing. But here, as far as like dentition, most of the dentition is done only by the incisor teeth. So you should remember this thing, that the first permanent incisors erupts at 2.5 years of the age. So if no permanent means less than 2.5 years old. Next, we have three things. Number third, we will see incisor eruption in wear time. From that, we can tell the exact age that we will see in the next slide. And then on the four and number fifth number, we have some reliable and some unreliable factors that we will see in the next slides. So let's begin with the incisor eruption and wear. Uh, but you can see this chart, and you should remember this chart. This chart is for cramming. You should remember this chart, because without this you cannot you are not going to be able to tell the age. But before that, this chart is very easy, and we will see that how it's easy. uh, so you should not get worried that how you will remember so many dates. These are very easy to remember. But along before that, you should remember what does erupt means and what does invear means. So eruption means like you have this, you can say this is a deciduous teeth. So I'm writing D over here. This is a deciduous teeth. This is a deciduous teeth. This is a deciduous teeth. D. So what will happen when the permanent is going to erupt? The deciduous teeth will fall away like this. This is the deciduous teeth, and underneath the deciduous, this permanent teeth will start to grow. So the moment the teeth breaks away, the deciduous teeth breaks and falls from the alveolar bone, that is called as the eruption time of the permanent teeth. So that is what that means. This eruption, these eruption dates are the time when the deciduous teeth falls and the permanent tooth starts to appear. And as this permanent tooth starts to grow and comes to the time that the permanent tooth from the upper dental arcade and the lower dental arcade, they will come to touch each other. That is the time we can say the teeth are in wear. Like here you can say in wear means teeth from both arches have erupted and reached to the level where they touch each other during grinding. So when when the animal grinds, then both teeth will touch each other. That is called as in the teeth being in wear. So let's see the chart. First thing about incisors is deciduous. So this is a chart of deciduous incisors. So it is very easy to remember because the dates are like 118, 112. So you should only remember that it's week, it's month, and it's months too. And when we talk about these teeth being in wear, we mean year, and year. So the first deciduous incisor will erupt at 1 week. Second deciduous incisor will erupt at 1 month. Third will at 8 months. Being in where the first deciduous incisors of upper and lower dental arcade will be in wear at 1 year. Deciduous 2 will be in wear by 1 year, and deciduous incisor 3 will be in wear at 2 year of age. So you can simply see that a horse comes to you and it has deciduous teeth. That means the teeth will be short, the teeth will be more whiter, the teeth will be having wide necks, will be having wide neck, they will be short, not long. So and more whiter, and you can see, and you will be seeing that the first incisors are like erupted and in wear, second are in wear, and third are also in wear. That means horse is 2 years. But if the first, that means central incisors, intermediate incisors, those are incisors too, are in wear, but not the third one. The third one are not in wear. That means the horse is less than 2 years old, like 1 or 1.5 year old, because when the horse will be 2 years of age, the third incisor, deciduous incisors will also be in wear. So same case for permanent incisors. At 2.5 years of age, the central incisors will fall. Like deciduous first incisors will fall, and the permanent behind them, the permanent incisor will erupt. Similarly, they will erupt at 2.5 years of age, and they will be in wear by 3 years of age. Um, Incisors 2 will then erupt at 3.5 years of age, and they will be in wear by 4 years. Then incisors 3 at 4.5 years of age and in wear by 5 years of age. So it's simple. 1 year, 2 year. Then at 2.5 year, 3 year, 3.5 year, 4 year, 4.5 year, and 5 year. So dates are simple. They have a simple gap of half a year. So this table is very easy to remember because of simply half year gap you have to add. And why this table of deciduous teeth is easy to remember? Because it's simple: 118, 112. So that's how you can easily remember these two tables. One more thing I am adding on a side note, that you should remember that deciduous incisor 1 is also called as central incisor. It's called as central incisor. Deciduous incisor 2 is also called as intermediate incisor, and deciduous incisor 3 are also called as corner incisors. So don't get confused by these terms, because they are 6 teeth like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's the upper dental arcade, and lower dental arcade has same 6 teeth like this. So these two are central incisors, these two are intermediate incisors, and these two are corner incisors. Or you can say incisor 1 in this side, incisor 2 of the left side, incisor 2 of the right side, incisor 2 of the left side, incisor 3 of the right side, and this is the incisor 3 of the left side. So that's how. And I hope you are not like more confused. You can understand these terms are interchangeably used. So then we have this chart. uh, what is this chart? This chart talks about some extra points or extra changes that from where we can tell or estimate the date. So this is about the cup. Uh, in the previous lecture, we have talked about what is cup. If you don't know, you can go and watch that video. But we can see the cup in the lower dental arcade and the upper dental arcade of each incisor vanishes at different age. So incisor 1, 6 years, incisor 2, 7 years, incisor 3, 8 years. Of the lower arcade, incisor 1, 9 years, 10 years, 11 years. So it is simple to remember. Like at 5 years, all the teeth of a horse will be erupted, and you should remember this age. This is very important. I have made a separate video in the simple veterinary dentistry, where I have talked in one lecture the ages where at which age in each animal the all the permanent teeth should be erupted. So in horse, that date is 5 years. I have mentioned it in that lecture too. So at 5 years, when all the teeth are inside the teeth are erupted, then at 6 years, after 1 year, cup starts to vanish. So then at 7 years, second cup, third year, sorry, 8th year, in the third, from the third incisor of the lower arcade, cup is gone. 9, 10, and 11 years. So that is a very reliable way to remember this thing, to like estimate the age. Next, we have two more changes. Number 1 is triangular surface, and number 2 is star. Why I've made these XXX from the red lines because these are non-reliable factors. So I am mentioning them there. I am going to explain the dates, but you should not remember these because these are non-reliable factors. You should not rely on them. But triangular surface normal starts to appear after 16 years, 17 years, and the date for I3 is unreliable. Same for star, it starts to appear on incisor 1 at 8 years, 9 years, and 10 years. So, but these are non-reliable. You should not go for them. I hope you have understood well these dates. Next we have is two more things, and these are very, very, very important. Hook and Galvin's groove. So, first thing is hook. Hook, what is hook? Hook is always seen in the upper third incisor. So, you should remember whatever it is, but it will appear on upper third incisor, I3 only, from right and left, both sides. So you can see this is I3 and this is hook. So this hook will develop on the horse third incisor. It will appear on 7 years. It will disappear on at 9 years and then reappear at 11 years. So if you see a hook, that means either horse is 7 years or the horse is 11 years old. So that hook will simply, like in a 1 second, will give you two dates in your mind, and then from the rest of the you can say whatever you have changes, like we have seen the cup and we will see this Galvin's group. From there we can have the rest of the idea, either it's 7 or 11. So let's see Galvin's group. What is Galvin groups? Basically you can see this line. This line is the Galvin's groove. So this line you can see these lines being there. So first, at 10 years, the Galvin grooves just appears. So you can see this is Galvin groove that just appeared. So at 15 years of age, this Galvin groove will reach the half length of this teeth, like up till just here. ये सिर्फ इतने हिस्से पे आएगी. So at 20 years of age, the Galvin's groove will cover the whole tooth. So here we see Galvin groove has covered the whole tooth. Next is 25 years. At 25 years, the upper half will disappear. At 30 years, the whole Galvin groove will disappear. So if you see now, like you have to remember the dates, and we can do a little drill over here. So if you see a hook, it comes in your mind, it's either 7 years or 11 years, but you see no Galvin groove, that means it's 7 years. But if you see a hook as well as Galvin groove being present, that means it's 11 years of age, because at 7 years there is no Galvin groove. Hook is present but no Galvin groove. But at 10 years, or you can say at 11 years, hook will be present, as well as the Galvin groove will also be present, because Galvin groove start to appear at 10 years of age. So 11 years of age, but it will be a bit more extended, and as well as at 11 years you will see a hook over here. So you can simply tell that it's 11 years of age. 11 years old. The horse is 11 years old. So you can see how important these two are, and they are very simple in telling the or in estimating the age. They are very good parameters, you can see. So this is an assessment. I have written the answers too, but let's see. So this is a tooth over here, and you see a Galvin groove. So a Galvin groove is almost at the till the end of the tooth. So we know at 10 years of age, it just appears. At 15 years of age, it reaches to the midway. And by the 20 years of age, it covers the whole tooth and it almost has reached the end. So because of this Galvin groove, the horse age is 15 to 20 years. So let's see this. So here you can see the horse has a hook plus horse has a Galvin groove being present. So hook appears either at 7 years of age or at 11 years of age. But at 7 years of age, we should not have any galvanic groove. But here the galvanic groove is present. So because of this, we will estimate the horse is 11 years of age, 11 years age or old. Next, here we have is again galvanic groove that is covering whole the tooth. Even in the lower arcade, you can say whole tooth is being covered by galvanic groove. That means simply 20 years. Here you can see whole tooth has galvanic groove. Whole tooth, like not even upper portion is missing. So it's 20 years plus of age. So I hope you have understood and you are not being confused like this horse is right now, because this is easy thing if you understand it. Next, we have an additional parameter, vertical alignment of incisors. But normally we don't estimate the horse age by this, but it generally tells the difference between an old and young horse. So in a young horse, the vertical alignment of incisor teeth will be straight and less acute. Like this is less acute. The angle between is less. But in the less acute. In the older horses, it will be more protruded and more acute. So the angle is this. So you can see that is a major difference in a young and a old horse. Okay, up till this slide, we have talked only about the incisor teeth. But in this slide, we are going to talk about the canine premolars and molars too. You should remember, we do aging by incisors only. And we have talked about the aging in the previous slides. And we have done a drill too, in which we have seen how to estimate the age. But in this slide, I'm just going to talk about these three classes of teeth too, but these are not much important as such in estimating the age. But we should, as a clinician, as a veterinarian, we should know about them. So canine, first, horses show sexual dimorphism in canine. As far as canine teeth are concerned, males have canine teeth, but females do not have canine teeth. Then deciduous canine teeth do not appear above gum line or do not erupt. This is very, very, very important thing. It can be a board MCQ that which teeth in equine do not erupt, like, or which class of teeth in equine do not have their deciduous teeth. That is in canine teeth, because canine teeth deciduous do not erupt above the gum line. So basically you can say equines do not have canine teeth. So deciduous canine teeth, they do have permanent canine teeth in males, not in females, but you can say in general they have. But deciduous canine teeth, they do not appear. Permanent canine teeth appear at 4 to 5 years of age. Then premolars, deciduous premolars, they all appear at 0 to 2 weeks of age. Then permanent premolars, this is 5 to 6 months. This is 2.5, 3 years, and 4 years. Now, these are not worth to remember, but here you might see a bit of a contradiction. I have spoken before, like I have told you guys previously, that the first permanent teeth that appears is the molar teeth, or it is here written, this molar teeth. Like I have told you that the first molar teeth appears molar is the first permanent teeth to be erupted at 9 to 12 months, and it is not the first incisor that erupts at the 2.5 years. I1. But here you can see, but then what about this? Yes, it's first premolar and it's permanent. But you can see that the first premolars in the horses are wolf teeth. And we know that the wolf teeth are vestigial teeth. They do not have any function. So we say that in the normal function teeth, the first permanent teeth erupts at 9 to 12 months. But still, if you get an MCQ on the board exam, and it also mentions the premolar or the date of the wolf teeth too, so you will tick the wolf teeth. But you should remember, it's a vestigial tooth, and normally they might not ask you about this, so people normally don't ask each other this thing. So it is considered that the first molar is the first permanent teeth to be appeared. So the second molar appears at 2 years of age, and the third at the 4 years of age. But you should just have the overview of these teeth. You don't have to remember, because we don't estimate age by premolars or like canine or this molars. We normally just have all the ideas or our clues from the incisors only. So, guys, that was all about equine dentition, and I hope you have a good hold of that after of this age estimation after this lecture. So, if you first of all, good luck for the future. In case you next time, whenever you encounter a horse, you should be able to like estimate and tell their owner how old their horse is. And if you like this video, do subscribe my channel and have a good day. Thank you.